Now we're going to get the corresponding probabilities using the normal calculator in StatCrunch. Okay, remember the heights of women were given to be normally distributed with a mean of 64.2 and a standard deviation of 2.9. Now again, that's not standard normal, so if I were to be doing this by hand using the standard normal table, I would have to standardize all of those x values first. Okay, but I don't have to do that using StatCrunch. I just need to tell it what mu and sigma are. Okay, so to get the corresponding probabilities, I want to click on Stat, scroll to Calculators, and scroll down to Normal. Okay, so my first part was I wanted to find a probability that a randomly selected woman has a height that is less than 56.5 inches. Okay, so what I want to do, let me move the screen over. There we go. Is I want to override the standard normal case. Okay, so I want to put the mean of 64.2 inches and a standard deviation of 2.9. Okay, so I want the probability x is less than 56.5. So I'm going to put in 56.5. Now remember from my standard normal video, the case of equality doesn't matter in the continuous case. I only have two options here. Okay, so this is also the same thing as probability x is strictly less than 56.5. And now I'm going to click on Compute, and it's going to give me the shaded area. Okay, that's a really nice feature of StatCrunch. It gives the shaded area. And the corresponding probability is 0.004 approximately. Okay, so it's a small probability, and part of the question was stating whether or not a height would be considered unusual. Okay, so this is a probability less than 0.05. So under that rule of thumb criteria, that would be considered an unusually short woman. Okay, now part B asked for the probability of selecting a woman whose height is between 61 and 67 inches. Okay, so what I want to do is click on Between. Okay, it's going to keep the mean and standard deviation there. Okay, so I want to change these interval endpoints to be between 61 and 67. Okay, so it shades that corresponding area, and that probability again is close to 0.7. Okay, it's about 70% of the population of women ages 20 through 29 would have a height between 61 and 67 inches. Okay, last but not least, part C was asking for the probability of randomly selecting a woman with a height more than 70.5 inches. So I want to go back to standard because I'm not looking at a compound inequality, and I want to change that to greater than, and what was that value? 70.5. Okay, so it's looking for that upper tail shaded area there, and again that's a really small probability. Okay, we would consider that unusually tall since that probability is less than 0.05.